This is Laurel Burton, and we are coming to you live from Bengaluru, India, home of the 54th Annual Global Business Forum, hosted by the World Trade Centers Association. And there are so many dynamic people in this conference, but I am pleased to be joined by my side by one of the more prolific leaders here, Mr. Brian Wesley Kirton, head of World Trade Center Georgetown. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure to join you. Like you said, I'm Wesley Kirton, and I'm the executive director of the World Trade Center Georgetown, which is one of the newer kids on the block, so to speak, in terms of the WTCA family. But I think we're already making an impact. So, again, thanks for having me.
Oh, we're very pleased to have you. So let's start with the obvious question. World Trade Center Georgetown, where are you?
So let me see how good your geography is. We are this Georgetown is the only is the capital of the only English speaking country in South America.
Very good. Very good.
So
Where?
you tell
Well,
me.
I'm where you need to tell us the country and
No,
tell
you
us
need to
more.
guess the
Oh my
country.
gosh.
Anyhow, let me. It's
You know
Guyana.
what? I may not be doing very well on that.
It's Guyana. It's and
Thank you for
it's
the
at the tip.
education. I appreciate it.
It's at the tip of South America and bordered by Venezuela, Brazil, and Suriname.
Am I blushing?
I
I
wasn't.
should be
I wasn't looking
because you
that
caught me
closely.
off guard.
I wasn't. I wasn't looking that closely, but it's.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the education.
No, well, it's not really an education. I think that sometimes um, people don't. Well, there are three Guyanas, right? There's former colonies. Guyana, where I come from, was formerly British Guyana. Next to us, Suriname was Dutch Guyana. It's now Suriname, and there's still French Guyana. So, sometimes people not quite sure which Guyana. So we are former British Guyana.
Very good, very good.
Right.
What does our audience need to know about World Trade Center Georgetown, but also the country of Guyana, and what brings you here to the Global Business Forum?
Sure. But perhaps, the World Trade Center Georgetown has been birthed out of what is happening in Guyana. So perhaps I should tell you a little bit about what's happening in Guyana. And then that should justify why we are having a World Trade Center in Georgetown. Uh, Guyana is one of the fastest growing economies in the world today. Um, we have had oil discoveries beginning in 2019, which is helping to transform the country. We are reported to have oil reserves of about 11 billion barrels
Wow.
and still counting. There's still more exploration taking place. And so, what that has facilitated is that in the last 2 to 3 years, we're beginning to earn income from that oil and gas resource. And that is helping to expand the economy, transform the economy in several ways, in terms of infrastructure development, in terms of human capacity building, and in terms of the development of other sectors such as agribusiness, tourism, mining, and the list goes on.
It sounds very fruitful. Well, tell me, what are you enjoying most about the Global Business Forum so far?
Well, this is our second. Last year we were in Ghana for the General Assembly.
Hmm.
We're here again. I think the one important takeaway from this forum is the interaction. First of all, the networking, and then the process of learning from some other countries and some other WTC's
Hmm.
experiences, and learning some of the best practices, uh, being brought up to date on what can be some of the pitfalls, what mistakes might have been made by others before, so that we make the same mistakes. And so, I find it very, very informative and educational and useful to us as we develop our programs and so on within the World Trade Center, Georgetown. I have signed, since I've been here, I think about 5 or 6 MOUs
Wow.
that provides a framework for follow-up discussion and action, not just talk, but talk and action. And so I'm very excited about some of the follow-up that can take place because of what is happening in Guyana in terms of the economy. There's a lot of interest in Guyana. People interested in trading with us, people interested in investing, wanting to find out what the opportunities are. And so I've been spending a lot of time, discussing opportunities that would be of mutual benefit. And so that's been a key part of my involvement here in this forum. And I think we're going to see a lot of fruitful, mutually beneficial activity and results
Absolutely.
from being here. The World Trade Center Georgetown, the building itself, we should have opened it at the end of December, end of last year. We've had some supply chain issues in terms of getting the building complete, but we are getting it complete during the third quarter of this year. And we plan to have an opening and a formal opening and to welcome to Guyana um, all the WTCs and all the businesses from around the world that are interested, and I think that should come to Guyana
Mm-hmm.
to see what's happening there, the opportunities that are available in a broad you know broad menu of sectors. And so I think Guyana is planning, and we are planning and getting ready to welcome as many as are interested. And from what I'm gathered here, there are a lot of interest in Guyana from here in India, from North America, Asia, Europe, Latin America, of course,
Mm-hmm.
of which we are a part. Um, the only English-speaking uh, country in South America. And so, like I said, we are excited.
Well, you should be excited. I mean, a brand new building and these opportunities. Maybe you can tell
Well,
our audience a little bit about.
it's not a entirely brand new building. It's a building. It's 8 stories, and what we've done is we're modernizing it. Um, so and it's taking some time. Sometimes it's easier to build from scratch.
Mhm.
But what we are trying to do, or not trying to do, but what we are doing, is ensuring that the building meets international standards. We have had guidelines, particularly because it's a World Trade Center building. We've got some particular security measures
Mm-hmm.
that are being put in place. Um, that those measures are new to buildings in Guyana, so it's taking some time. The kind of material we're using and so on, uh, and some of the other attributes that will guarantee the safety and security of our tenants and all those that come to the facility for meetings and receptions and so on.
That sounds very good. And my final question to you today is, what do you want to make sure that the world takes away today about not only Guyana, but Georgetown and the opportunities?
The world. Well, we are um, a very peaceful society, um, a unique society in that we are comprised of people of 6 different races living in harmony, working together. Small population, um, less than 1 million people, but a country that is really positioning itself on the world stage now as um, a good investment destination, uh, an economy that is stable, a country that is politically stable as well, And then, of course, we don't offer the kind of blue water and white sand beaches that you would find in the Caribbean, but we offer a unique ecotourism experiences. We boast of the tallest one drop waterfall in the world,
Whoa.
Kaito Falls. We also boast of the tallest wooden church in the world, St. George's Cathedral. Um, and like I say, a visit to Guyana, there's a lot that we're known as the land of many waters because we have several rivers and creeks. Um, and so, like I said, we offer a menu of products and experiences that I think people will find not only interesting but um, find within those experiences opportunities to do business.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, I mentioned agribusiness and agriculture, tourism, but fisheries. We are big in gold and diamond mining, and so on. So, the opportunities are more or less countless, and we are good partners. Um, we look forward to um, the companies that come to do business with us to partner with locals and to be fair, because we are going to be fair, and of course to respect our laws and to be environmentally friendly, so that at the end of the day, we there's mutual benefit to the country and to whoever comes to do business with us.
Well, I want to wish you good fortune at the global business event this week. Clearly, there's a lot to be proud of and to share with the world about Georgetown.
Sure, and I want to take the opportunity to thank the hosts. I think the arrangements have been excellent. The hospitality has been warm,
Yes.
and the friendship has been open. I mean, everybody's open to, um, interacting and being as helpful as they can be. And I think that augurs well with so much. Uh, I think disruptions going on around the world, Gaza and Ukraine, and then some other little smaller things like in our own country where we face a threat from a neighbor, Venezuela. But we're working that out, and that's two neighboring countries. They say you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your neighbors. So we're working that out and finding a solution that will keep our hemisphere, the Americas, peaceful and stable.
Well, and isn't that the benefit of an organization like WTCA, where we really are building those bridges and fostering connections, and it really is quite a small world.
Of course, and one of the things that we are focusing on is the concept of peace through trade.
It's a lovely sentiment, and it works perfectly well for exactly what you said.
Exactly. So
Yes.
thank you again for having me.
Thank
Much
you. It has been
appreciated.
an absolute pleasure. So, everyone, a great big thank you to Wesley Kirton from WTC Georgetown. This is WTCA-TV Live, and that's a wrap.
Again, thank you.
Thank you.